Last year, Omega discontinued one of my favorite watch lines, the Railmaster. However, they have just released a brand new Omega Railmaster for 2025. There's two of them. The Railmaster in the Seamaster range is kind of similar to the Rolex Explorer in the world of Submariners and GMT Master 2s, kind of the underdog within that family. And I feel like it's one of the most underrated watches within that lineup, especially the one with the denim dial. That one's super cool. The Railmaster was originally launched back in 1957 as part of Omega's professional lineup, along with the Seamaster for divers and the Speedmaster for drivers. The Railmaster was designed for scientists, engineers, and rail workers, people who work close to large magnetic fields. Magnets can drastically and very quickly impact the accuracy of a watch. They can even just completely stop it from working. And so it was important for brands to come up with ideas on how to make these watches anti-magnetic. Back in the 1950s, an anti-magnetic watch would typically be able to withstand around 60 Gauss, but Omega came up with the Railmaster, which was able to withstand 1000 Gauss. Now, with the evolution of technology and the understanding of materials, steel springs have now been replaced with silicon springs, not in all watches though, and the Omega Caliber 88000 family of movements can withstand up to 15,000 Gauss. I haven't got hands-on with these watches, but let's go through the specs that we have. So the case is made of stainless steel. It's 38mm wide. The lugs are 19mm, which is absolutely fine because over at barkandjack.com you can get yourself a very sexy 19mm wide single-piece nylon strap. We have a screw-down crown, and that gives the watch 150 meters of water resistance. Omega have stated that this has a redesigned bracelet, but I haven't got hands-on, so I can't really pass comment on that. But I do hope there's a taper in this bracelet, which I can't actually see from the renders. The movement side, there's actually two movements because there's one with a sub-seconds and one with a centiseconds. The movement is exactly the same as all the other Seamaster movements. This is the caliber 8806 for the centiseconds or 8804 for the sub-seconds. The movement is of course an automatic movement. It has the coaxial escapement inside, has 35 joules, and it is METAS certified. And Omega say it has up to 55 hours of power reserve. The case looks very similar to the 38mm Aquaterra case. It could actually be exactly the same case. I haven't got hands on the watch, as I said, and I'm not able to do a comparison. That being said, it doesn't really matter because it's part of the Seamaster range, it's part of the Seamaster family, so there needs to be this kind of continuation of design so it all kind of lines up. Also, I guess on that point, the topic of the Railmaster or the concept of the Railmaster is kind of redundant now because pretty much every modern Omega is anti-magnetic. So continuing the name Railmaster and the line is simply just a heritage thing, and I'm all for it because I like tall watches. As I mentioned, there are two dials or two versions of the Railmaster. We've got the centiseconds, which has this grey or black to grey gradient dial. This comes on either a stainless steel bracelet or on a black leather strap. And then we have a centiseconds on the black to beige gradient dial. That comes on either the stainless steel bracelet or on a leather strap. Now, it's hard to judge a watch when you haven't got hands-on with it. I've just seen the renders that we have here. However, I do feel, and I might feel differently when I get hands-on with a watch, I do feel like the black grey dial just feels a bit like it's lacking something. It's a very purposeful watch. It's got a very rich history. It's got a purposeful history, and I feel like it's just got a bit of a weak, washed out dial. I want to see more angst, perhaps, in the dial. I do, however, really like the beige dial, the black to beige gradient. I'm not a fan of gradient dials, but it's kind of in line with the rest of the vintage styling of this, with the Fotina, the sub-seconds, and that little brown beige sub-seconds hand. That, I feel like, flows more together. The black grey gradient dial, I would have just preferred to have a flat grey or flat black dial. As I mentioned, I haven't got hands on, so I reserve the right to change my opinion if or when I do get hands-on with these watches. I want to know your thoughts and your opinions on this release, if you think it's in line with the heritage of the Railmaster or if it's kind of, in my eyes, missing a little something. So drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you like to start this video, then hit the subscribe button down there and that little bell icon so you get notifications when I drop a new video. I've got such a backlog of videos. I've got so many watches in. It's a nice problem to have. If you want to check out the watch straps and watch accessories, jump over to barkandjack.com. If you're on Instagram, give me a follow at barkandjack. And I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.